Hello and welcome to Uncle Sal's Garage. On the last video, I introduced you to this 1974 Porsche 914 named Bert and all the mishaps my Uncle Wally and I went through to get it from Ohio back to New Jersey. Today we're going to cover gaining access to the trunk by deleting that Fugazi trunk mechanism, deleting the Porsche reflector bar and returning the rear end back to stock, converting all of the headlights and interior lights to LEDs, and I've forgotten the fourth. The washer squirter system.
Step 1. Fixing the Fugazi mechanism so I can gain access to the trunk.
And I need to take the muffler off because this is the only way to open the trunk and it is stuck. So I can't open up my trunk. So now we're going to go ahead and take the muffler off. The heat shield is welded in place and I don't think I can get it off. So I can't really deal with that string or reposition it or drill a secondary hole or whatever I was gonna do. So my options are drill a hole directly in the S, they say right here, and that'll kind of give me access to the trunk hole where the lock should be. All right, good news, bad news. Good news is the trunk is open. Bad news is I had to drill a hole so I could actuate the mechanism in here, unfortunately. So I somewhat destroyed the Porsche bar, but I bet you could put a little black rubber plug in there, and that's your emergency opener as needed. There's nothing like closing the trunk for the first time with the lock and having no backup method. Just in case it doesn't open, you're screwed. But I tested it by removing the strike plate, the post, and I test fitted into the strike plate with the lock actuating, and it would pop up and down. So I had a feeling it would work, but that was pretty butt clenching. Anyway, now that we've got the Porsche decorative reflector bar off, and on the green car, we're going to go and work on filling these holes and repainting this strip here so that it looks like factory.
Step 2. Deleting the rear Porsche reflector bar. Once I got the rear disassembled, it was just bodywork. Filling the holes, applying filler and glaze to get the panels straight, priming, painting, and buffing. And there you have it. A restored rear end, complete with trunk hardware and badges. Step 3. LED light conversion inside and out. I went with a 914 rubber LED conversion kit for the front headlights. I began by undoing the custom wiring the previous owner had installed and returning the pigtails back to stock. For the LED turn, signal, and brake lights, I went with Spokeworks LED. They have every solution you might need and a great build quality to boot. As you can see from my partially assembled rear, I chose the white circuit boards, which I felt looked more period correct with the light housings in place, as you can see there on the left-hand side of the car. Assembling the lights was pretty straightforward, and I followed a video by the Barefoot Garage as backup. So now I had bright, clear lighting inside and out. Step 4. Electric washer pump conversion. As many of you may know, the Porsche 914 shipped from the factory with a pressurized windshield washer fluid system fed by the spare tire, which sent fluid through the firewall and into the steering column. A lot has been written about this over the years, so I won't repeat it, but let's just say it was suboptimal, or genius, engineering, depending on your expectations. After completely disconnecting and removing from the vehicle the pressure-fed system, I grafted a new wiring harness into a revised wiper switch I purchased, and reinstalled that into the vehicle. Once I had the old system removed, and the new switch and wiring in the cabin complete, I moved on to the plumbing. After purchasing a few parts from 914 Rubber, I was able to fit everything together and voila! I had an electric pump pressurized system using the stock windshield wiper stock and controls. As I said previously, all of this was to get ready for the Dustball GT Adirondacks event. We had a blast this year with Nabil hosting. The weather was amazing, and most importantly, the Porsche did great on those Adirondack mountain roads.
all good, yep.
Up next on Uncle Sal's Garage, 2270 build intro.